What's going on, everyone? Mike Kadlick, Tayler Kyles here for CLNS Media outside of Gillette Stadium as the Patriots are set to welcome the Seattle Seahawks to Foxboro on Sunday for a 1 p.m. kickoff. We are powered by Prize Picks. Head over to Prize Picks. Use code CLNS for $50 when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the bonus. You get it guaranteed. So head over to Prize Picks. Prize Picks, run your game. All right, Tayler, we're going to do a new segment here. Who has the edge in this game, Patriots or Seahawks? We're going to start with the Patriots passing offense versus the Seahawks pass defense. What do you got?
I think that the pass defense for the Seahawks has the edge, and I think this one's pretty easy. They've got one of the best secondaries in the NFL. Julian Love went absolutely nuts in the last game. He had a forced fumble, an interception, 3 incredible tackles all the way from the third level of the defense. And then you also got guys like Reek Woolen as their boundary corner, Devin Witherspoon as an inside corner, but primarily a slot guy, and a solid guy also in Trey Brown, their other outside cornerback. And then up front, Leonard Williams and Boye Mafe are going to be a handful for this Patriots offensive line. I think that Vidarian Lowe could potentially hang against Boye Mafe, who he actually did play while Lowe was at Illinois and Mafe was at Minnesota, but Mafe is a much better player now, going to present some problems as someone who can win inside or outside in terms of attacking the tackle. And then Leonard Williams probably going to spend a lot of time against Layden Robinson. Robinson did look very good in one-on-one pass rush situations last week, but he did struggle with line games, which will also be an issue against a very confusing Mike McDonald defense.
Keeping it on the Patriots offensive side of the football, that run offense last week, Ramondre Stevenson, 25 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Can they replicate it against the Seahawks run defense?
I don't know if they can necessarily replicate it, especially the type of running they did, where they knew that they could run right at the Bengals defense and they couldn't stop it. I don't know that they can do the same against the Seattle Seahawks defensive line, but I do think if they're able to use different run concepts, maybe succeed with some toss plays, some outside zone, and just switch things up to keep Seattle honest, that's where I think that Ramondre Stevenson still could have a successful game. I do think the Patriots have the edge because I think that right side of the offensive line and David Andrews can really bully people, and as we know, Ramondre Stevenson looking like one of the best backs in the NFL in week 1.
Moving on to the Seahawks rushing attack, Zach Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker, a two-headed monster in their backfield, but looks like Kenneth Walker still hasn't practiced this week, at least through Wednesday and Thursday with an oblique injury. Patriots hold the Bengals to just 70 yards rushing last week. Can they continue to do that? Are they going to hold them at bay, or does Seattle have the edge on with the rushing attack?
Yeah, we know what the Patriots' run defense is because we've seen it for over a season. We can go all the way back to last season. One of the benefits of having continuity, you have a pretty good sense of the guys you have on your football team. Now, the Seahawks ran roughshod over the Broncos defense, but it was also clear that the Seattle Seahawks rushing attack just was at a different level than what the Broncos could bring on defense. I think the Patriots are going to be able to put a cap on this rushing attack for Seattle, especially if Walker isn't able to go.
And finally, Seahawks three-headed monster in the wide receiver room, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith and Jigba taking on this Patriots pass defense with, as we know, Christian Gonzalez, who right now, I'm going to call him one of the better cornerbacks in the entire league. And Jonathan Jones had a really good PFF grade. I believe he ranked second or third in the entire league last week. So how do they match up against the Seattle pass defense? Or pass offense, excuse me.
Yeah, no, I think the Patriots defense matches up really well with the receivers they have. Now, Gerard Mayo mentioned today, when it comes to the secondary, you want to have different types of players. A lot of people relate it to like a base basketball lineup where you want different body types who can match up with different body types on the other side of the ball. The Patriots have their big, crazy athletic corner in Christian Gonzalez, who I do think is going to be able to help contain DK Metcalf, although it will be a struggle. DK is such a physical receiver, so good at the catch point and at the top of the route, but I think Gonzo holds strong. Jonathan Jones and Tyler Lockett, two of the most competitive, undersized players at their positions, excellent at the catch point, very nuanced players. I think that's going to be a battle back and forth. Marcus Jones versus Jackson Smith and Jigba, that's going to be interesting because JSN is a big player, very long, and Geno Smith can throw it up to him and he can get it from the top shelf against an undersized guy like Marcus Jones. But Marcus is a very competitive corner, had a great showing last week against another oversized receiver group with the Bengals. So I think the Patriots are going to be able to hold these guys down.
Let's wrap it up. Who has the edge in the game?
I'm going to give the Patriots a narrow edge,
Alrighty.
Mostly because I think, like I said, both of these pass defenses do have an edge, although I do think that the Seahawks obviously have more firepower. I think the Patriots, with Jalen Polk maybe going against Trey Brown and Demario Douglas against Devin Witherspoon, a very good player, but Demario Douglas I still think is one of the best slot receivers in the NFL. Polk and Demario Douglas should have more action this week. That's what coaches have been hinting. I feel like they can win enough of their matchups because I think the Patriots' rushing offense is going to be able to keep them in the game. Support us and sign up at Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS or download the app today and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play $5.